What sort of data is on vulekamali.gov.za? If you search for something, a relevant department should come up. If you visit the department page, there's a page for each department in each financial year. You'll find a short overview of the department and a chart showing the expenditure for the different programs in the department. You can also find some data files. For each department there are two data files, a PDF and an Excel spreadsheet. The PDF gives you an overview of the budget for the department, and the Excel spreadsheet is every table that's in the PDF. The PDF might look complex and long initially, but once you start digging into it a little bit, there's actually really useful information. At the beginning, there's just a short summary of expenditure by program and the budget for the current year, as well as forecasts for the next 2 years. There's again this vote purpose and mandate, and the vote purpose and mandate is very valuable to understand the difference. For example, for departments that occur in national and provincial government, like health, what's the different responsibilities for the National Department of Health and the provincial departments of health. Some other interesting things you'll find in the PDF is performance indicators that are specific to each department and its performance over time, expenditure analysis, which tells you how certain decisions have been made for the expenditure. Perhaps there were some emergencies that needed to have funds reallocated. So this is good narrative information about the budget. Next, there's expenditure trends. So that gives you the budgeted and actual expenditure over multiple financial years. And it's divided into into the programs of the department, which are the different things the department is working on, and other kinds of categories. And there's quite a lot of data, so take your time to just get familiar with what's in there. Another interesting one is personnel information. So for each program, you get the number of posts as well as the cost of those posts. And one last one is departmental receipts. That's where the department gets its money from. If you want to dig further into this data, you can find the data that the expenditure tables were generated from the Vulekamali homepage. If you go to the home page and you scroll down, you'll find the link to information for developers and data scientists. That takes you to data.vulekamali.gov.za. There you'll find a link to the documentation of the API. And this website really organizes all of the data sets that are used to build the vulekamali website. But most interesting to you right now is probably the estimates of national expenditure and estimates of provincial expenditure. So if we open up the latest one, you'll see two resources. One is a link to an API with this data. It's quite complex, so I'll leave that for another video. But you can download the estimates of national expenditure pivot data, and there's a similar file for provincial expenditure where you can find the raw data that those tables were generated from. I'll explain the detailed workings of those of that table in another video as well.